It took me almost dying to stop and go, hey, this isn't worth it. Being big is not worth dying.
You're taking drugs, you're trying to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and you're getting sicker and sicker and sicker. That's bigorexia.
I'm not a morning person.
Dedicated to being passionate about it.
Bodybuilders have become more lazy.
People have always thought I lift fake weights. Iran and the United States.
You take responsibility for that.
First of all, it's good to see you, man. It's been a while.
Oh yeah, definitely been a minute. This COVID thing done put a damper on everything. I'm basically retired.
Oh man. So how was 2020 for you, man? Because I know you stopped posting on social media. I haven't seen you, man. Like, how you been?
Yeah, I've been good. You know, I mean, of course, COVID kind of knocked the bottom out of things. But other than that, it's like even with the social media thing, I just stopped doing it because for me, I feel better just doing some. You know, you see people, you know, everything they eat, everywhere they go, it's like you can't even, you know, I can't even enjoy my life, you know, trying to keep up with Instagram. You see what I'm saying? I'd rather just, you know, I used to post, you know, my little workouts after the workout and say rhymes. It didn't do nothing for me. You know what I mean? I enjoy my workouts better when I just work out, you know, instead of just, you know, and then it's, like I said, it's too much of a grind. Like if I could find a way to monetize it, that would be one thing. But just me doing it and then, you know, just seeing somebody's response, I'd rather just do it and you know, and then just get the benefits out of it like that.
I hear you, man. So how was you able to work out during 2020? Did you work out at home? What did you do?
I got a pull-up bar like maybe about 2 days after. So I never really missed a workout actually. I had a nice little pull-up routine and you know, I went in some little crates in here and I found some bands. So I basically did that. And I kept in decent shape, but it's nothing like weights. As soon as the gyms opened back up and I touched the weight, I just, you know, everything just blew up. So I get, you know, I guess I gave my body or my joints a chance to rest from the weights. But then, you know, you need the weights. I mean, you could do all the pull-ups in the world. It's you know, get your heart going, but it's not a proper, you know, without the weights, is not really a proper workout. But I definitely kept myself in shape, never missed a, you know, I never missed a workout.
What's the I mean, you've always looked like you're in great shape. I've seen pictures of you from 10 years ago, 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? You always seem like you were in fantastic shape. What's the secret to longevity? And as you get older, what's the secret to maintain muscle mass?
Well, see what people don't know about working out is staying in shape is an older guy's game. Getting in shape, you can get in shape quicker when you're younger, but to stay in shape is an older guy's game. If you go to any gym, if the guy that's in the gym that's oldest, that's been working out the longest and understands his diet, he always looked the best. So whatever gym I go to, I'm one of the better looking guys in the gym. And I'll be 60 this year because staying in shape is an older guy's game. Like you see, and my whole thing was even if I'm sick or whatever, you take the most you're going to do, I'll take 2 days off, but then I'm gonna work out on the third day. Now I'm going back 20 years. I maybe broken that rule maybe 7 or 8 times tops in 20 years. On the third day, I'm gonna do something, you know, either some push-ups or whatever it is, but I'll never go 3 days working out unless I was very sick. I used to, you know, now I'm just getting older. So if I'm sick, I'm sick. I just can't work out. But that's my secret. You never get to the point where you start losing muscle tone because then that's like starting all over. So the worst I'll do is 2 days off, and then I got to go in the third day just to keep my muscle tone up.
And what about the actual workouts? Do you keep it heavy? Like what's the intensity like?
No, now I do all volume. I do a lot of supersets. So if I was to do back, I would do back and chest, and then it would be like 10 reps of chest, and then 10 reps of back, and then I'll do like maybe 6 sets but then I'll do that on 5 different machines. So what it all comes down to is 30 sets, but it's really 60 because I'm doing two body parts. And with no rest. I just go through it. Like the only rest I'm gonna get is if I'm walking from here, the chest machine is here, the back machine is there. So now I'm resting from the walk to get to the next machine. So I just go through the whole workout. So it's like if it would take me because I do cardio and abs every day. And so if it would take me 60 minutes to do the basic workout, or 45 minutes, is still being that I'm not resting, it's probably like maybe an hour and a half, almost 2 hours of working out in the 45 minutes to an hour that it takes me to finish my routine. And the only long workouts that I do is when I do legs, but I still don't go heavy on legs. I just do, I do a lot of reps. It's all volume.
And you find that to be more like you get better results that way, as far as the muscle definitely.
Absolutely, and especially being natural. Because see, here's the whole thing with working out. It's all based on something that don't nobody bring up. You see what I'm saying? Like you could eat 6 times a day, you could do all of that, but the key to their success is the gear. You see what I'm saying? And they don't bring that up. So you could watch people work out and you could read in all the magazines, which I've done, and you do all the motions. But once you find out what works for you, then that's when you can improve. And my whole thing, even with the 6 meals a day, I eat, maybe twice, like if I'm hungry. I'll eat at night, when I finish working out, I'll eat or drink whatever I want to drink until in the morning. Like as of yet, I haven't ate a meal. So, but that works for me. Anybody else couldn't, it wouldn't work for them, but it works for me.
So
yeah, and I take spirulina throughout the day. So that's the only thing I have on my stomach: spirulina and turmeric because of my joints. Because it's a natural anti-inflammatory. So I take that, but I don't eat meals till at night.
Mel, you said something interesting. You said the other guys use gear so they get better, easier results. I mean, a lot of people are going to probably criticize you for saying that because people, when people say even on steroids, you still got to work hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you do got to work hard. But the simple truth to it is that's what's working for you. You see what I'm saying? Like with me, is nothing. I'm just a natural guy. You know what I'm saying? It's all what it is. I've just been working out. But I know what I'm doing, and I work out toward that. You know what I mean? Maybe if I went on gear, I would probably be a lot bigger, but that don't mean I'm going to be healthy.
Right.
And that's the main thing. You working out for your health, and I don't knock guys that do it, but at the end of the day, your main goal is to maintain your health. So if you're doing something that's supposed to keep you healthy, but it's unhealthy, I don't know. I mean, I know I've been doing it for a long time, and the results that I get, and the way that I look, the condition that I'm in. I mean, it's not necessary for me because it's not like I'm trying to win a competition. I'm just trying to be the best looking guy on stage or the best looking guy in this building. So I mean, I did that years ago.
Right.
So,
you look phenomenal, of course. But when it comes to pro competitive bodybuilding, right? I mean, the people say there's almost no other way to succeed, or unless you use PEDs.
Yeah, no, it is no other way, and I like bodybuilding the way it is. People don't go to a bodybuilding show to see guys that look like normal guys. They go to a bodybuilding show to see the super big, super ripped guys. I think, and with that being said, they kind of went too far. And then now you can't, now you can't come back. Like we did. Okay, yeah, well, we got to lose the bubble guts, and we got and we want to go back to the more symmetrical, but then Big Ramy won. So now you got a whole nother era where guys are going to have to put on an extra 40 pounds of muscle just to keep up with the criteria that's set, instead of just going with I mean, a lot of the physique guys, they look good, but I mean, I think they would be more successful with bodybuilding if you could choose guys that that the average person could say, like, I could look like that guy. And see, and that's why Arnold is still, if you put a picture up with Arnold and Ronnie, I still would like to say, I mean, Ronnie looks awesome, but I know I could look closer to what Arnold was doing than what Ronnie does. So that's why Arnold's the greatest, because he just had a great body that and that was the secret. It wasn't no, it wasn't no over use of doing something. He just had a good body and he just perfected it to that point.
Mhm.
Whereas with the Ronnies, it's like it's almost too much muscle. And that's what turns the average, like I get it, but that's what turns the average person off about bodybuilding. Like Big Ramy actually looks like a cartoon of a bodybuilder. If you see his silhouette, you wouldn't even think that it was a real person. You would think that it's you would think that it's a cartoon of a bodybuilder, and then he'll step out and then you'll see he's a real guy.
But last year we went kind of and discovered natural bodybuilding organizations, right? We did a movie about it actually, and what happens is a lot of people say that they don't want to follow those competitions because the guys look too relatable and too unimpressive. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say that about them. Do you feel like there should be more promotion of natural organizations that test for drugs?
Well, it should, but see, the guys, it's just like you said, they have to look the part. Like right now, if I could get on a stage with in a natural bodybuilding show for over 50. Well, this May I'll be 60, so 60. And right now I'd probably take third without even drying out, just no color, no nothing. I could get up there and be third.
Wow.
So that doesn't really say a lot for a natural bodybuilder, because just like I said, and we could all agree, nobody wants to see nobody. I'm not going to go to a bodybuilder show that I could see guys that look like me. Like I seen when I was in my mid 50s, I seen guys that was 60, and I said I look better than that guy right now. And I didn't even look as good as I do now. That was then. That was like 5 years ago when I was still trying to, maintain a lot of muscle mass. Now the whole thing is like, even a natural guy, you got to come down to lean, like how them physique models with the boy shorts, like how a lot of them are super lean. If you get down to that, lean always looks big, especially on a shorter guy. If you got the shorter joints, lean is always, you're always going to look bigger. Like people, they say, yeah, Mel, you look. I didn't. I lost weight. I probably don't even weigh 200 pounds now.
Oh wow.
But it looks like it's 200 pounds because it's lean. It's all
Right.
lean muscle.
Of course, but I'm sure people people are just looking at you, for example, right? Like whenever, even now, they probably say, "Hey, Mel, you're probably using something," right? I'm sure you've heard that before.
Yeah, of course. That's the only thing. I mean, people criticize me till the cows come home, but that's the only thing that I take offense to.
Oh, really?
Because I mean, why would I take steroids and look like this? You could do that, if you just maintain a good diet and a good work ethic. Anybody could look like that, but they just don't. It takes time. When I started working out, I was 24 years old and I weighed maybe about 168 pounds. From then till now, even at my heaviest, I only put on 40 pounds of muscle, and I've been working out for over 30 years, and that's about right. Just being natural, that's about right. Real muscle. You're not gonna put on 50, 60, 70 pounds of muscle. I'm not going to be 230, or even 220, big and shredded naturally. You'll be more like your natural weight. I'm probably maybe 190, 193, something like that. But it's muscular, you know what I mean? And it's easy to carry around. My cardio, my stamina is way better, but you got it. It's like I more or less want to try to stay in my natural habitat as far as weight wise, because that's where everybody go wrong. They try to put on all that size, but it just like Dexter Jackson's theory. He always stayed like maybe 10 pounds of where he was before he get on stage. So then all you got to do is basically dry out. If I want to do a show right now, all I would have to do is dry out. I wouldn't have to really diet down. I mean, I could cut my carbs, but you know. And on top of that, I drink like a fish. I drink every night. I'm a party dude, so I drink every night.
Really?
If I could stop drinking, I would be ridiculously rich. But you know, to see the main thing is happy is the best healthy that you could ever be.
Do you think if a bodybuilder, let's say, takes steroids for a few years and stops and goes natural, he should be considered natural or not?
Well, at the time, yeah, because I mean, how much of that do you don't hold on to none of it? You know, I've seen bodybuilders when they was on, and then when they off, they look like a totally different guy. You don't hold on to none of it.
Yeah.
You know, you look like a regular guy. The guy come from being, you know, you look like a Superman sculpted out of stone, and he'll look literally like a regular guy. You don't hold on to any of it. Mm-hmm. So obviously, when you but then you don't look nothing like how you looked when you was on. You know.